creep up in your house, homie, not a sound. It don't matter cause we in it when you not around. Wow, king up in it, I might need a crown. You a rat and you a bitch, homie, Minnie Mouse. Talking with me, holding 50 rounds. These different choppers, when we shoot, you gon' hear 50 sounds. And these diamonds on me, VVS. Talking shit, homie, you gon' see me next. I hop on beat like Charizard, I step on foot in and it burn. My bitch a athlete, but she give brain like a nerd. You talking shit, I'm like, what? I ain't heard. I'm just gonna pull up on your block and you gon' learn.
What is up, guys? DJ PRS here, and welcome back to another episode of the Weapon of Choice podcast. With me, I have a very special guest, someone that I have been playing pretty much a game of phone tag with, trying to get on here for a hot minute. He's been busy, I've been busy, but he's finally here, so say what's up to Peso Pete.
You're...
Hey, and if you guys don't know who Peso Pete is, here's a few clips of what he does.
I ain't saving none of these hoes, I ain't heroic. What? All these centerbeats so boy, I'm finna flow it. If the money ain't involved, motherfucker, I ain't going. We ain't going. I ain't saving none of these hoes, I ain't heroic. All these centerbeats so boy, I'm finna flow it. If the money ain't involved, motherfucker, I ain't going. We ain't going. The boat, she said I'm a water type. When I pulled out that Gyarados, that's your hoe. On my back, I'm on my karaoke. Let it go, chandelier, we light them up and ghost. Let them know, rolling through my city, Everstone. With the flow, Articuno, I'm forever cold. MIA in the region where it never snows.
Call that rapper dead, cause he dead. Pull up to the Indigo League like red. Bitch, I'm flexing on my DS. I ain't got no time for BS. Hey.
DJ Louie.
Alrighty, Peso. So, welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for letting me interview you here for this.
Hey, man. Thank you for having me.
Yo, boy's been up mad early, man. So, excuse him for that thing.
Shit has been whack.
Shit, I feel that, man. 2020 be hitting different for everybody on some fuck shit. But, so, we could do this the normal, podcast way, but I just want to know, who is Peso Pete?
That's a great question. I don't know if I have the answer for that question. I mean, there's probably like a long, convoluted answer, but I mean, like, when I try to go back and think about it, it's really just a combination of something that I wanted, as well as something that I felt was missing in my own experiences, listening to, just about all the music that I, have enjoyed listening to, and just imagining, like, I don't know, like, shit is just missing. I've always felt like, I've heard a bunch of songs, obviously, but like I've listened to a multitude of shit, and I'd listen to it and I'd be like, well, I mean, who's to say that I can't do this shit better? And kind of just that driving force is what I have become.
All right. So, like me and a whole bunch of other people, you've been on the platform for a hot minute now doing your thing, but your traction from just numbers perspective, because the Spotify 2020 rap just came out and all that, so from number wise your traction picked up about a year and a half ago from the Pokemon Cypher, which that was a lot of people's first just from hearing you, compared to, oh shit, that's the dude on such and such track.
Honestly, it was a little surprising to me because, like, obviously I was heard on Shofu's first shit, the Trap Catch'em Joe.
Yeah.
So, like, I thought it was still interesting to me that Cypher 2019 was still a lot of people's first impressions of me, but obviously something as big as the Cypher spans past, like, even Shofu's reach. Like, that's something that is appreciated by more than just everybody who's in the know already. So Shit was crazy. It was an amazing experience to be a part of the filming and like the experience that was creating that. Because like I mentioned earlier about people necessarily, like, you know, not really meeting my own standards for when I listen to music. I feel like a lot of people have tried to do a Cypher-esque thing, and it's hard to capture that. Like when we got together and we did that shit for Cypher 2019, like it felt like a Cypher. Like it felt like an event worthy of calling it a Cypher. And I feel like after 2019 came out, it kind of like revived the term. And then that's when you saw literally like everybody and their fucking grandma making some sort of song with the word Cypher on
Facts.
it. But I call those extended songs. I don't call those Cyphers.
You know,
Those are not Cyphers to me.
I can completely see that, because like somebody who's, you know, listened to, you know, WDFA and, you know, just listening to all the mixtapes and stuff like that, the moment we saw the name, especially for me, I was like, holy shit, this is the dude on tracks 1 through like 20 from all the old shit. And then I was just like, you know, because you really don't put your face out a lot on things. And it seemed like 2018, 2019, it was like, yo, this who does this? This is because my favorite song that at the time was your feature that you did with Show for the Beatdown. And Heatman.
Getting it now.
Yeah, get it now. That was my shit. Like, and I'm like, yo, this is the dude who's yelling in that fucking song. And I showed that video to like everybody, and they were like, yo, who is that guy? Like, who is that guy in the second verse? And it's like, he's nowhere to be found. And then I'm like, yo, this is the dude from that song. They're like, oh shit, I can see now. You could put a face to that voice.
Yeah.
Now, think about that, because a lot of your music, you loud as fuck.
Yeah.
What category would you put yourself under in that? Because they were like, yo, that's ignorant peso, that's angry peso, or is that just peso?
That's Florida.
That's Florida. All right, that's Florida. Yeah. All right, so you got to put that on the editors. No, that is just Florida.
It's just like raw, like it's just like a raw, like untainted, like concentration of just like emotion, of just like, you know, I mean, as X used to put it, just bad vibes, which is not necessarily a bad thing. You know, sometimes you just got to be on some evil shit. Sometimes, you know, you just got to be up to no good. Facts.
As what Mike Tyson said in his that last fight, he said, "I don't want to hurt him. He said, I just want to hit him. I just want to hit him with bad intentions." It's just that's Florida.
That's honestly a perfect way to put it.
It's just bad intentions. Now, what got you into, you know, music? What got you into putting thoughts into, you know, putting thoughts on paper?
I mean, when I was a jit, which is just Florida slang for young.
Yeah.
In my jit years, I used to like write like short stories and like little like pseudo like comic book panels and shit. Like I just used to be like into creative writing and like poetry and stuff.
Okay.
And there was like a shift in my life where I started getting introduced to like the Shofus and like the Natsu Fujis and like a lot of people who probably, like, in my opinion at least, pioneered this entire wave that everyone is riding on now. Like everybody. I got put onto them, I want to say like 2013, mid 2013, like around when Cypher 2013 dropped. And
okay.
It kind of connected the dots for me as far as like, okay, I have the ability to, you know, do creative writing. I have the ability to create narratives and stuff like that, and I could create poems and I could write stanzas, and I know about rhyme scheming and shit like that. But and I was also a fan of, you know, Pokemon and all that shit. So it kind of just felt like a natural progression. Like I was just like, well, if there's people who can already do it, and I feel like I could do it, I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I did it.
Shit, it is what it is at that point. Yeah, you know, it's funny how you say that because I watch a lot of my videos and stuff like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, because that's when I'm like by myself and I can just like really like dissect things. And I realize, and this is not to like, I'm not trying to bring up that whole anime rap Twitter situation, but it's one of those things where you can rap, you can create, and still, you know, and still rap about shit that can flow well with bringing up anime references or Pokemon references, etc. But you and a handful of people, and I say that really, like a handful of people can say some shit, and then people not even know that it's anime reference and still be fire.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example is the quick shit that you dropped for me for my intro, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit flowed perfectly well, and even if I didn't put the Cowboy Bebop or the Persona like that AMV, still hard as fuck. So when I was listening to that shit for like days on end, just trying to figure shit out, like what should I put in this? It literally could have went with anything. I could have put fucking 2 homeless dudes fighting in that video, and like still would have been fucking heat.
I mean, I feel like that's what that sets apart, because I feel like a really important thing that a lot of people who make music don't necessarily put a lot of thought into is making something that's timeless, or making something that isn't, you know, dated. Because like the thing about it is like, whether it's dated due to actual time or dated due to trends, like there's a difference between me dropping or creating something that is solely based around one thing, instead of creating just a song that could be enjoyed with or during anything, but still has nods and like, you know, that little gesture like, hey, you know, like I see you type shit, to like the shit that I fuck with. Like, you know, I love anime, I love all that shit. Like, you know, I have a bunch of anime ass tattoos on me and shit. Like, you know, that shit is a part of my upbringing. You feel me? Like that shit is a part of my of me. It's a part of my being. But like the thing is like, it's not all of it. And like, if there's one of my biggest fears as an artist, it's just like, why would I ever intentionally put myself in that box? Because like, if I just dropped One Piece bars all the time, or if I just dropped Pokemon bars, or, you know, whatever bars, like I feel like that shit would get stale fast. Like I'm a musician above everything else. Like I want to make good sounding music. You know, the subject matter will change as I grow and develop as a human being. You know, I'm just focused on the sound itself.
Yeah, no, that completely makes sense. And to be honest, you're doing pretty good on Spotify and whatnot though, but SoundCloud, you have your hardest shit on there, and they're not even anime reference. There's just like I think I brought up in your couple streams ago, and it's the one that you did with at Melty's place where you guys were just quarantined there. Like that shit goes hard, and it's just it's ignorant, and it has nothing to do with anime reference. It just goes hard for no reason. Like. Mm-hmm. It was like 2 minutes and 45 seconds of just pure like, damn, alright.
You feel me? I like shit like that, and like just like because I have my SoundCloud up, so whenever you mention something, I can go look at it, because I literally make 1,000 songs a day. But like literally going back to like that song and looking at the comments, like you have people like Dragon Quest bars, whoa, or like, oh my god, Demon Slayer manga reference, and it's like, you know, I like that. So like, because like the thing is like. And this was like a big turning point for me, but have you ever heard my song Akatsuki?
Yes.
It's old as shit, and I hate it now. But it was one of the first songs that ever got any sort of traction, and I'll never forget, bro. I was like in 11th grade, maybe 10th grade or some shit like that when I made that song, and fucking, I think I was in 10th grade, and one of the fucking cool kids in school came up to me, and he was like, "Yo, like this shit is, you know, fire, but like it's just all about anime, bro. Like it's fire, but like what the fuck am I gonna relate to this shit? Like, yeah, like I know what Naruto is and shit, but like, you know, it sounds good, but like what the fuck am I listening to?" So like after he said that, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't just put all my eggs in one basket. Like, yeah, like it's cool to make a song about something that you enjoy a lot, but like, you know, you don't want to cut other people out. You feel me? Because like think about how many times that you've been sitting with your homies and y'all have been talking about fire music, and you know some anime rapper is brought up and half the people are like, yo, I don't like this shit. The music could be great, but it's just people are gonna say they don't like that shit because the subject matter is not relatable to everybody.
Prime example is my girl. So when I go pick her up or whatever, I'm like, no matter where I'm at, I always have either you, the Foos, or Matt bumping in the car. It's just a good vibe, right? But then like I had her in the car and we were bumping Odwin's, you know, new track and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, oh, you know, like the music's really nice. And then to had it on shuffle, then Your Mom Snores Egg Yolks pops up. And she's like, what the hell is this? And I'm just like, gold. I don't know. But she didn't understand anything of it. So she didn't relate to it. So then I played on your Peso Came Up one, the I'm Addicted to Latina Women.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, I don't like rap, but I really like this song. And I was like, yeah, because you relate to it. It's just like the little things, and you tackle that very well.
I mean, honestly, like, shout out to Omar, because it's a really big thing that I feel like a lot of people don't realize is like it's a 50-50 thing, bro. Like, you know how like every person who's ever preached about like relationships, like whether it be with females or just like friends, everybody's like, oh, you know, it's always 50-50. It's always, you know, we got to meet halfway. But like, that's a big thing about making good music. It's like, there's a clear, stark difference between shit that Omar has produced for me and he'll just send me a beat versus on something like Omar, like the Peso Came Up shit, where like we sat down and we were like, yo, let's put together 5 tracks and like actually work on it together. And like, you know, the beats end up being more tailored towards me. You know, I can get into my bag easier. So like, just on like a totally not super unrelated, because it's still related, but like huge shout out to Omar, and like huge shout out to like, you know, the producers that actually will sit down with you and work on something. It's a huge you know, aspect to making the process work.
No, you brought up Omar. Now, who else in your, you know, in your circle do you like to go to for beats in general besides Omar?
Odwin. I've actually known Odwin for a very long time. I've known Odwin for probably like 5 or 6 years now.
Bet.
So Odwin's been the homie. I go to Odwin. I go to Melty sometimes. Just Melty's just busy, bro. He's on that next level shit, like where Shofu's at, where they're just busy sometimes, bro. I just like sometimes I just like no matter how fire the idea is, or no matter how fire the shit that I'm sending them, like if they're busy, they're busy. So like I hit up Melty whenever he's available. But besides
like,
Omar, that's what I'm saying, bro. Everybody's on some shit. So like, you know, besides Omar and Odwin, White is another producer that I reach out to a lot. He's produced tracks for me like Demon Slayer. Fucking who else have I worked with? Because like I've been working recently a lot with Inoue. Inoue did the beat he did the beat for Phantom Troop for Shofu and Token.
Okay.
And I've been friends with him for a while, but like the only track that I've ever done with him is Untitled, and like I felt like after he made the Untitled beat, he was in like a huge slump, and then he made the beat for Phantom Troop, and now he's just been pushing out fucking gas. So like I've been working with him a lot. I used to work a lot with like Just X and like Chop God Louie, but like X is more on like the R&B like chill hop side now, and Louis doesn't even produce anymore. So
Oh shit.
you know, I and Omar are my main people to go to.
All right. Now, I see that you put WDFA and Limitless on your stuff, right? Now,
Mhm.
how did you get into that circle? Because I know that is a very tight circle to be in.
Oh, I'm the original son, bro. Like how everybody always says that like I have sons and that so many people copied my shit.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm the original son, bro. I'm the original. I was the first. I was the first round pick in the draft.
No fucking way. So you've been there for a hot minute then.
Well, around Trouble in Paradise 2, right before I dropped Trouble in Paradise 2, or maybe it was like right when I dropped it, Shofu found the Like Red song, the original version, with just me on it. He found it probably through Matt Houston, because Matt was very involved in the community that I came from. So Matt, he probably found me through Matt, and then through Matt, he found Chop God and like all my old producers, because they made Crank. I mean, Chop God is the one who produced the beat for I Don't Understand It. So like,
hell yeah.
you feel me? So like, Shofu was looking for beats, ended up finding Like Red, added me on Twitter, and was like, "Yo, this shit hot." And of course, like 10th, 11th grade Peso was like, "Oh God, wow, whoa." And like I was fucking like shitting myself in fucking like 7th period speech and debate, and then fucking I responded to his tweet with the link to Splash, the original version with just me on it, and I was like, if you like Red, you'll like that one. And then after that, Shofu was just like, "Yo, we gotta work," and then that was it. That was all it took.
Fuck, bro. See, this is why we gotta get down to the brass tacks. You gotta ask the source directly. Because I was trying to find like some talking points, some key points. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go look for this shit. I'm just gonna ask him. And that's fucking tight, bro. See,
he literally just found me on the internet.
Damn, you the high key diamond in the rough and that shit.
That shit's crazy. And like, you know, Shofu's dummy cool. Like one of my OGs, and I have a lot of love and respect for him. And like, you know, we like, honestly, at this point we go way back, because he's done a lot of shit for me, not even just music. Like, you know, he's helped me out a lot when I struggled trying to secure a living situation, and you know, I was homeless like majority of 2018, and I ended up like living on his couch for like 4 months, which is around the time where we made like Your Mom Put Sprite in Her Water Cup and like shit like that. But yeah, nah, it's been a wild ride now that I think about it, all the way back to then. Like, yeah, it's just been, I was scouted, people liked what I was putting out, and like honestly I thought I was trash back then, and like I guess Shofu heard what I was trying to do, and then now I'm doing what I was trying to do. So
that's all you need, bro. You just need that other perspective.
Facts.
You know, that makes a lot of sense now, because like once again, just going through your SoundCloud, and there's a lot of Peso Shofu, and around two and a half years ago, that's damn. Especially too, like Rainbow Rocket, that's my shit.
Nothing to See Here, that one's good too,
bro. Like, and the best thing too is like, y'all motherfuckers are creative as fuck when it comes to this cover art. And I'm over here just like, sometimes like I don't even look at the name of the song. I just the fucking cover art, and I'm like, bet I'm listening to this shit. And
Facts.
and I'm just over here like, except for what is it? What is it? Monster, and there's another one. Monster and Monster and Your Mom Snorts Egg Yolks. Because I'm over here like, this shit just looks weird. What the fuck is it called? And then you see crazy ass names. You're like, all right, bet time to turn up.
Yeah, the
But-
Your Mom saga is pretty funny.
And then so that's 3 years ago. So then you and Kez have known each other for a hot minute too. Then
I feel like everybody found Kez right before we made Egg Yolks. I think he bought a Shofu verse for what is that Playboy Cardi song? Wow, I'm tripping. It's a remix that him and it's the one where he's like, new chopper, it came with a beam.
Oh, okay.
New Choppa is the name of it. Yeah. So Kez got Shofu for that shit, and then that's when we found Kez around that time.
So bring it up to that, since now that I know that you're placed high on the pedestal of the founding fathers of this shit. How do you feel out of all the shit that's going on in 2020, like with some of the people, and then how some people are acting on social? Like, I know there's a lot of people that go to Shizzy and Shofu and Token on them like, yo, how do you feel about so and so? And they don't say shit, but you retweet some stuff, you comment on some stuff. So how do you just feel about how people be acting in 2020 overall?
I mean, a lot of it is just observation. Like my mantra for life is just like the quest for knowledge and like the quest for the right answer. So like I'm all about like progression, and like if I have to make a statement once I reach said progression or once I reach said conclusion, I will. I understand for like a lot of them it's different because like in certain situations, I am still new to a lot of people, and I am still new to a lot of things, like because like I may know Shofu, like I may know Token, but like it was like my first time at the Cypher House, like really talking to Shizzy or really talking to J-Wits or like etc. Like it was like my first time fucking with like a lot of them, like actually having conversations with them, and like actually doing what I do with those people.
Yeah.
So it's, for me, it's just about sometimes I feel like I have to say shit because I can. I feel like a lot of them don't speak on stuff publicly, not because they're afraid to, or not because they don't necessarily want to. It's just like sometimes, and like a lot of people don't get it, which is fine from like a fan perspective or fine from like an outside view perspective, but like it's just like what happens if you had a death in the family, or you had like some crazy shit go on in your family, like you're gonna take that shit and do what you got to do with it quietly, not like to hide it or push it under the rug, but like it takes a lot to internalize and process shit, especially when it's hit so close to home.
Yeah.
Like with the shit that happened in the Smash community, and like the shit that happened with PK, and like stuff like that. Like I felt the need to speak out about it because I feel like my role that in this collective or in this group of people is I'm the one fan who now has the power to do what everybody else wanted to do as fans, but you know how it is, bro. Like what's one person's voice? And like this goes across all areas of my music. Like like they call me like the WDFA DJ Khaled, bro, because like you know,
Fact.
that's what, because that's how I was when I was just a fan. Like I would sit back and be like, damn, bro, imagine Token, Shofu, etc., everybody on one song, bro. That'd be crazy. Now I have enough clout just to be like, yo, everybody do the 8 bars on this shit. We better have everybody on this bitch. So
which I think I've done that to you. After I'm like, yo, how much is this? Who can you get on this? Like,
that's facts though. But see, but that shit is so crazy. It's so exciting. Like it's like I can only imagine how it feels to be like when I drop a project and then like people are listening through the project and then they stumble on like a track like Great Ninja War 2 and it has like 2 Shofus and like Kez, Red, and Token on it, and everybody's like, holy shit, like everybody's on this fucking song. Like I like that feeling, man. Like I feel like that's something that isn't capitalized on or hasn't been capitalized on enough until recently, because obviously like Shofu and Token dropped their collab project, and you know the Cypher in itself is just a giant collab.
yeah.
But like, you know, there's something special about that shit, bruh, because like, you know, there's a reason why we're like, we all get labeled as Cypher Gang or we all get labeled as one collective. It's because there's a bunch of people who like all of our shit. So like, you know, I feel like there's something special about creating stuff like that. And I feel like at the same time, there is a degree of responsibility to at least speak on something a little bit, you know, because for situations like the ones that I mentioned earlier, like it's more personal to someone, you know, like the top brass, you know, people who have been around since literal day one.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just gotta put it out just to say something for everybody else, because like, you know, whether or not it's something personal and whether or not everybody will respect that, you know, people want answers, people want something. So like, you know, sometimes you just gotta drop a statement, and like if I have to be the one to do it, fuck it, you know, I'll speak my mind. Ain't nobody ever stopped me doing that shit before. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, rather you do the statement than set more fire, unlike somebody that you guys have called that one line on Twitter. just starting just useless beef, and then being like, all right, now I'm done for the day. I already moved past that. It's like, you can't just move past it when everybody else like still has something to say.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's the internet, man. Like,
Facts.
there's just a lot of there's a lot of goods and bads, and there's a lot of things that could be good and a lot of things that could be bad. And
But-
like, you know, it's not even like it's just the internet's trash. It's just a giant gray area, and like, you know, there's certain rules that you should follow, but like at the same time, like everybody just has an opinion, so like why would you even have to conform or like censor yourself? But like, you know, it's just convoluted.
Ain't that some true shit? Now, but the internet has also been very friendly to you these past month and a half. Shout out to, your fucking Twitch revival again.
Facts.
What are you at now? You're at how many subs now? Within the matter of a month?
Let me see. I can go look at my shit right now. I'm already at 1,000 followers, which is
Yeah,
a good milestone to
1.1k.
hit.
Hell yeah.
And then where do I go to? Oh, insights.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. So since I've come back, I started like mid-September.
Has it
I've
been that long?
gotten. Yeah, nah. I started like mid-September, but like it didn't start picking up till like, October, November. But,
Okay, yeah.
I've gotten about like 500 subscribers, which is not bad. And then it's Twitch is just so much fun too. Like Twitch is just so much fucking fun. I've had
It's
so much
fun.
fun
It's
with that
fun
shit.
when you have the drive. It's like, because there'd be some times where I'm sitting there and I'm like, I should stream today, but like, why? And then someone would be like, yo, hey, you streaming today? I'm like, this is why I'm streaming. Because somebody just asked me, like, when am I going to stream? Because they like watching me do shit.
Facts.
Especially with you too, because like you get a group of people in that chat. Yeah, motherfuckers be talking over each other, but it's hype the whole time.
Facts.
Gotta,
That shit is facts.
yeah, like it's just one of those things where it's like I'll pop in and like you know my situation with my hearing and whatnot, so like I'll be sitting there trying to watch it, and then you got all these motherfuckers talking over it, and then like Chubbs that one time just screamed, and I was just like I can't do this right now. I can't. This motherfucker's gonna make me pass out, dead ass.
That shit is funny. I mean, like, you know, I feel like why I wanted to stream so much is the same reason why I even make music. It's just like because I make a lot of my music for myself. Like, obviously it makes me my money that I live with, but
Yeah.
like, you know, besides it being my occupation, like I make music for myself. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I started, is just because like I wanted to see what I could do for rap, and I wanted to see what I could do to like advance the agenda, so to speak. So like it's the same thing with like Twitch, bro. Like I just want to like the vibe that I create and deliver on Twitch and in my music is just the vibe that I naturally create. So like I just want to be able to share that, because I feel like, especially now during quarantine, you know, a lot of people who aren't Discord friendly or who aren't, you know, internet inclined, you know, for lack of like better phrases,
Yeah.
like, you know, it's hard to capture that vibe again, you know, because like not everybody can go the fuck outside, not everybody, you know, can go see their homies, like not everybody's homies have Discord, you know, like the only time you get to talk to your homies now is in like a fucking COD lobby or like an Apex lobby or some shit.
Fucking facts,
like
bro.
like that shit is dummy whack. And like, you know, not to say that like I'm ungrateful, but like I feel like if I don't share some of the vibes, I feel like it's me taking it for granted, because like, you know, obviously like I have my girlfriend fucking passed out in my bed right now, so like I see her too, and like I see my best friends, like my couple friends that, you know, IRL that like I fuck with heavy, I see them every once in a while. But like, even if nobody's gonna come by, even if I feel like I'm about to be lonely as shit, I just like all of us who use Discord just have to click a button and now we're with like 10 people.
Fucking facts. Like prime example, you know, the just trying to like get like a lobby or something. Fucking Among Us, right? Like this simple fucking game. But I'm like, yo, do you have Discord? And they're like, nah, what's that? And I'm like, it's just this quick app. You can even do it on your phone. And then they make me seem like I'm this like impatient ass motherfucker. I'm like, yo, literally just push this button. And then when you play the game, hit the mute button. And they never want to fucking hit the mute button. And they get mad as shit. And I'm like, you know what? You just fucking ruined the whole stream. I don't even want to play no more. This is some bullshit. And then somebody tells me, and they're like, yo, you just gotta chill. And I'm like, I'm trying to chill, but this motherfucker literally let me know that he's an imposter. Now I gotta act fucking stupid. Just be here like, oh no, did you kill somebody? Like, it's just little things like that. And then like, you know, prime example is like two days ago or whatever, I was trying to stream Pokemon, and like I'm over here like literally giving out free shit, and I'm like, yo, all you gotta do is just join the server so that I know who you are and I can just give you Pokemon. And they're like, do I have to join the server? Do I have to do this? And I'm like, I'm literally trying to give y'all free shit, and all you gotta do is just click a button. Help a nigga out. Like, what is this?
And like honestly, Among Us did a perfect job at that shit too, because like you need 10 people to play like a decent game of it.
Yeah.
And like that shit just automatically brings people together.
Yo, speaking of Among Us, I'm gonna put that fucking clip in there. The fucking proximity chat, and you just got fucking murked.
Bruh, proximity chat. That shit saved that game. That shit saved that game for me. 1,000% saved that game for me. Like that shit made that game fun again for me.
Also, you were burnt out of it too?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I was super burnt out of that game.
I think I got to play like 3 or 4 games with you, like you, Ottawa, and a couple other people. And I had like the shit recorded just because like you guys literally made it funny just the way how like we all talked. And then there's certain times I'll see you playing and you just sound so fucking like done. And you're just like, I'm playing the game, bro. Like, that's literally it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just like it's just a tilting game because like the game has nothing to do with technical skill.
It's like,
Like,
who can lie the best?
exactly, and like some people just aren't built for that shit, bruh. And like some people will just throw.
That's the worst, because you be trying to do your damn hardest, and then there'll just be that one guy being like, "Nuh-uh, no, I didn't," and clearly know that they fucking did, and you just get. It's like at that point you're a parent watching your kid lie through their fucking teeth, and knowing that they're lying.
Yeah.
You're just like, motherfucker, I just saw you. What are you talking about? So 2020 is coming to an end. What is your goal, music-wise and streaming-wise?
I mean, I'm just trying to go up. I'm just trying to do better. Like I'm not one of those rappers who's like, man, I'm just trying to blow up, man. I'm just trying to no, bro. I'm just trying to do better than what I was previously doing. So like as long as I can do that, like I'm gonna pat myself on the back and be like, I did it. So I'm literally just trying to do better than what I previously have done. So like right now I'm just working on the next mixtape, just trying to make that shit better than the last one. And then kind of just like a rerun of 2020. Like all the shit that we had, like that me and my people had planned for 2020, like I would like to get done this coming year. But I mean it's all corona dependent. Like if we could finally get that shit the fuck out of here, like maybe I can move on with my life.
Facts,
Bro, because that shit is annoying, bro. I had so much shit planned. Like, I had music videos. Like, I wanted to do shows. Like, I was gonna go out to Cali and work on music with Shofu directly because, like, I prefer doing that. Like, yeah, Discord creates like a virtual environment that makes it easier to work on shit together with like people that I make music with. But like, being in person together with somebody and making something like that, the energy is way different. Ideas flow way faster because you like there's not like you're waiting for someone to respond. It's not like you're waiting for someone to look at the screenshot or like look at someone to look at your shared screen. Like it's literally like I tap them on the shoulder or I go and I tell them exactly what the fuck I think about it and we keep it pushing.
What did Sofa say? The thing of 2020 was, motherfucker, you did not open up my email. Like that was the whole thing.
That's facts, bro. Like that shit is so whack. Like I want to do like 2021. Like if Corona finally gets the fuck out of here, like I want to do shows. Like I want to shoot music videos, like shit like that. So you know, I hope that with Corona, hopefully will close down and like I can finally start moving. And fucking like for example, like I had like business moves planned. Like I was supposed to go to, I don't know if you know about ASCAP, ASCAP. They're
sounds familiar.
They're basically a company that works to trademark your own music.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like they're like for independent artists and stuff. Like they're really big. And like for example, like when you go up on the ladder musically, like let's say that like because like the person that I learned it from was like Odwin. So for example, like let's say Odwin is doing some shit for like a major artist, or Odwin's doing some shit like some production for like a major company.
Okay.
Like there's a good chance that they're not gonna be like, oh yo, what's your DistroKid information, or yo, what's your PayPal? They're gonna be like, yo, what's your ASCAP? Like so we can credit you correctly and stuff like that. So ASCAP is like a big company for that. I was supposed to go to their convention in Atlanta. So like
okay.
So like basically like I just really wish I can get my moves on that I had planned for this year.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Bro, Twitter has been going crazy today after I tweeted that reckless shit.
That's all you, bro. That's all you.
Yeah, that shit is funny though.
Always. That's it. It's never a dull moment with y'all, bro. And see, look at that fucking year 2020, almost to the 100K fucking Spotify streams. Fucking savage.
Bro, almost to a milli. That shit.
Yeah.
I mean, well, technically, I did hit 1 million, but they just hoed me and didn't put it on the graphic. Because like, if you go to my Spotify artist thing and like you look at my totals, it definitely says that I did well over 1 million this year. But like, whatever, Spotify.
Ghost plays, bro. Ghost plays.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Wait, what the fuck? I'm going to the Twitter now. I was looking at this shit. What about CTC? Wait, what?
Yeah, so I tweeted, I was like, y'all gotta put that ad lib away, bro. If it ain't me or Shofu saying it, that shit weak as hell.
Yeah. There we go. Make that shit even 200.
And that shit was fucking funny.
Yeah, you know, get together. See, that's true, bro.
Bro, so many people have opinions.
Always. Look, fucking Young Danklor got to fucking man up and fucking release that tape already, like for reals this time. But that's another conversation for another time. So now with 2021 rolling around, what you talked about working on this new tape. What can you give us as in like the listeners, a little sneak peek of like who you're gonna be working with, how it's gonna go? Because I mean, I'm cool with you dropping it, but then it can't be like a month later or like 2 weeks later than when you got a deluxe version. Like what's the meat and potatoes in this one?
The main push behind it is that after I did Pack 3, I thought that I was ready to work on like my next album, like another Trouble in Paradise type deal.
Which are the
and
best?
like work on work on an actual body of music, instead of a collection of songs. But when I got my entire new setup, my boy D-Trey helped me get a new setup. We dropped like 2 bands.
Oof.
Trying to get everything together. Got a brand new laptop, an interface, and like a $500 microphone. And like I wanted to up my quality, and I was like, perfect, this is exactly what I needed to work on my album. I'm ready. But then I ended up just having to relearn everything because like I'm dealing with such like, obviously it's not like crazy level equipment, but like compared to the fucking $70 USB mic that I've been using for my entire career until then, it's equipment on a higher tier. So I had to relearn everything. I had to relearn how to mix my vocals. I had to relearn leveling. I had to learn how to use the interface. So like just in me practicing and trying to figure out what sounds best with the new setup, I ended up making a bunch of fucking bullshit anyway. So I was like, fuck it, gotta go back in. So I'm about to drop the last shiny pack, hopefully this month. Just waiting on a couple features as usual because people take fucking forever.
So Shiny Pack 4 confirmed? What the fuck?
I mean, I wouldn't call it Pack 4 because I don't know what that word. I don't know what that means. But
you're right. Just
God, I can't believe I have to defend myself against these fucking weenies today.
You don't have to, bro. You don't have to. Hey, anybody who's been to my stream knows that the A is sacred. I paid for that A to be on there, bro. That shit is sacred. If they ain't dropping bands on the A, then they don't need to talk about it. As this nigga furiously goes sometimes.
Yeah. That's literally what I'm doing.
Please take this brief intermission for this motherfucker to defend the conversation on the word A. That's literally what's going on right now. What the fuck?
Bro, because everybody keeps putting like, who's about to tell Ski Mask that he can't say A no more? What about Ski Mask? What about Ski Mask? And I'm like, bro, literally what I'm about to tweet right now is like, what people are misinterpreting here is that Ski, X, and Kodak is what me and my Florida boys grew up on out here. Back when X would walk into Pembroke Gardens with Bruno, or when you would find Kodak walking through Nautica, which is like a local gated community in my city, just smoking blunts. Like, you know, I was the one who put everybody onto what that was.
Shaking my head. They need to know they facts, boy. They need to know they facts. They
Bruh.
gonna learn. They gonna learn one day. They gonna learn.
Bruh.
Fucking Tito, you retired. You don't have.
That's facts, bro. He said after round 1 he's retired, bro. He ain't got no fucking words in this conversation. It don't matter how good his A's are, bro. He's retired. That's like, damn, bro. Jordan will ball you up. No, he wouldn't. He ain't hopping on the fucking court no more.
Nope.
It's like, oh yeah, you know, fucking, you know, well, I mean, I can't say Mike Tyson anymore because he definitely hop back in the ring and he'll definitely fuck me up.
Facts.
But it's just like shit like that. Like, bro, like what the fuck are you gonna say about someone who's retired already? Yeah, they're goats. You feel me? Or like, yeah, like they did what they done. But like, you know, ain't like if you ain't on the field, it don't matter anymore. You gotta hit the fucking you gotta hit that Shaq status shit, or like that or like that Sharpay status shit, bro. Where you're just, you know, you just commentate now, bro.
Facts.
Can't be in the field no more.
Tito can literally reply with "back in my day." Like that shit don't.
That's what I'm saying, bro. With the picture of the fucking crow with the cigarette, bro. Back in my day.
Yeah. And then shout out to y'all social media hustle in general. Like, yeah, y'all know how to make a bag quick. That's all I gotta say. Depending on how people want to interpret how I say it, yeah, y'all can make a bag quick. It should be like discount on verses, and that's the only time motherfuckers come out of the door being like, "I want a verse." Then y'all make that quick buck, like fucking shit. Y'all got me a few times with that shit.
Hey, man.
But the work came out good.
It's literally just like the hustle, bro. Like for me, it's like if you're good at it and you're finna charge for it, like just do what you gotta do. Like a lot of people like get big heads about that shit. Like I've seen many occasions where, you know, bigger artists than me will scam people for like pocket change, because they'll be like, yeah, bro, I'll do the verse, and they'll be like, psych, I ain't doing shit, bro. You ain't got no fucking clout, you ain't got no fucking bitches, you ain't doing shit for me, so let me just hit the jug on some random. And like that shit is whack, bro. Like if you're like, it's a business, bro. It's a service at the end of the day. You know, you gotta like, if you want to succeed, you gotta think about that shit in all aspects, not even just for like, you know, deals that go up here and there, or like when, you know, people need bread for shit and like, you know, sales go up. It's just like in general, like, you know, it's all about public image, and it's all about how you function as a person, because now you're a brand, like you're something. You look at, like, you know, you don't want people to look at it and, you know, and have bad feedback. I mean, it's like Yelp, bruh. It's like bad restaurants on Yelp. Like
That's true.
You know, it's just how you carry yourself.
I remember being in the call with one of you guys, and y'all talking about leasing beats, and it's like y'all as a community, you know, y'all pay for each other, you know, to use beats and shit. But then when the commission comes out, like, I forgot who was it? Was it Big Legs? Someone was like, the moment somebody commissions beat, he doesn't know how much to charge or whatever. Like, how do you guys price out, you know, your guys' work?
I mean, it's just what you feel like your time is worth, to be honest. Because, like, you know, and obviously it'll change and it'll fluctuate, you know, as you grow. And like I feel like in general, like regardless of how much you're finna charge, like even as like a side note, you gotta have prices set. Like that might be my number one pet peeve of all time is when I hit up an artist or something for a commission for like a cover art or something. Like if you're finna fucking charge me up the ass, like just do it. You feel me? Don't hit me with the I don't know, like you know, like how much are you willing to pay? Like bitch, I'll throw you $1. Like hello? Like just like speak up. Like you know, have some pride.
Oh,
like
shit. Bitch, I'll throw
like,
you $1.
You feel me? Like isn't this what you do for a living? Isn't this your passion? Like don't think so lightly of yourself and your talents. Is I guess the main idea of that one.
Nick is like when I've commissioned you going on 3 times now, and like you've been up like straight for like, hey, yo, this is how much I'm doing it for, or I'll ask you for like, hey, can you do the specific thing? You're like, yeah, but this is gonna take a little bit more time. So like side note for people who are listening, I've paid so sometimes double digits, and then there was one time for one of the really good tracks that I have, I paid triple digits, and that was because it took a hot minute to get stuff done and get stuff in order. So like some people will be like, yo, you paid triple digits for like 2 minutes, and it's like I didn't pay for 2 minutes, I paid for the time plus the time it took him to get everything done, plus him going out of his way to contact other artists to get. Like you also gotta remember that too, because that's taking time away from other artists, and who knows, you know, like that wouldn't maybe towards, you know, something personal for him, or he might have to like, you know, finagle some shit. But at the end of the day, if he's gonna do a personal request, or any artist can do a personal request, expect the number to be higher, because that's literally them not saying wasting their time, but they're putting their time and effort into making sure that the shit that you paid for is worth it, so that you get a reoccurring customer or you get that publicity. It's like, you know, like prime example, the Subscriber Else, that shit took about a month and a half, but it was worth it because that shit goes hard. And that will be forever on my channel.
That is facts.
Yeah, because what, like, because I think at that point you were moving, but then that money went towards your new equipment, and the quality was a lot better compared to the original Twitch sound clips that I have now. Which, when people follow and subscribe, when I hear that, A, you know, it goes back to the A, bro. See, everything goes back to the A. It's like, it's dope. So we got like 2 more questions. And wrap it up here in a little bit. How do I want to phrase this? How do I want to phrase this? I might have to edit this part out. Cause I just typed in some bullshit here. With the people that you worked with from 2019 to 2020, name your top 3 best tracks.
From 2020 specifically?
Yeah, so like during the quarantine, like during the full pandemic, like at the start of it, because you dropped a lot of shit in these past months, and the numbers show people like certain tracks more than others, but you might like the tracks that maybe got less traction, or you might have think that the ones that have the most traction are like, this was alright, but I could have done better. So your top 3 from all your tracks in 2020.
I have to go back to my Spotify and look. Probably I really enjoyed making Great Ninja War 2. I love Posse Cut songs like that. Those will always hold like a special place in my heart. Same thing with like Your Mom the movie. So those would probably take up 2 slots right there.
Okay.
And then probably the third song that I really enjoyed a lot would probably have to be Impel Down. I mean, like, the way that I work with a lot of my music is that once it's out, it's out. Like that, it's no longer for me anymore. You feel me? It's no longer it's no longer one of my babies anymore, bro. Like it's out of the nest. I've pushed it out. It's time for it to do what it needs to do. It doesn't need me anymore. So like I like a lot more of my recent shit because like it's just the new vibe that I'm on now. So like, you know, like Great Ninja War 2 and Your Mom the movie I love because I feel like those tracks end up being timeless because posse cuts like that, when executed correctly, will stand the test of time. But like shit like Impel Down is what I've been on recently, like more like gritty shit. So like I really fuck with that shit. And it's funny because I don't even listen to music like that a lot. Like I've been into like a lot of glitchcore and like chill melodic shit. Like I usually just listen to a lot of chill melodic shit. Like for like the most part, like it's been, if it's not one of my people's or like, you know, the occasional good ignorant song here and there, like by like Zamman or artists that like I've already been fucking with, like I don't like a lot of ignorant shit. I feel like a lot of it is tasteless. I feel like a lot of it, people sound like they're trying too hard. Half these people can't even scream right. Like half these people got their mom in the other room. Like you're not even supposed to be screaming like that. You're gonna get your ass beat.
Yo, you said that on stream one time, and I thought I was about to fucking like die from laughter, man. You were like, you need to calm down before you wake your mom up. Oh shit, that was fucking hysterical. All right, so yeah, honestly, and it's true because some of the tracks that you sent me before, and I'm like, oh shit. Is this new? And then the way how you're saying it now, you're like, if that's what you vibe on like on a day-to-day basis, it will make sense for you to, you know, not want to fucking scream and do that shit the whole time, because it does get boring at times. And then yeah, because I've been upfront with you. You were like, yo, how does this sound? And I'm like, it could be better, like. But then again, you know, as a fan and a supporter, if I don't speak my mind and I just go, yo, this shit's hard, you're never gonna like know, and you're never gonna improve, because you know the fan's voice is what helps you, you know, move forward with things. And shout out to the interaction, because you interact with us a lot more than what most people should.
I mean, like, bruh, like, why? Like, I mean, obviously, like, me saying like, why wouldn't I? Like, sounds like almost like rhetorical, but it's just like, bruh. I mean, like, who would I be if not for all of y'all? Like, hello, like. Y'all are the ones who are consuming my content. Like, of course I'm gonna like have some sort of connection with y'all, because like, not even like I feel forced to. Like, it's just like one, I love feedback. I love hearing people talk about me. I have the ego the size of a fucking elephant. Like, you know, talk about me. Go ahead. Like, I already fuck with that shit. But like, number two, like, I realize that it's such a small thing to do, and a lot of people who really enjoy my music and who really enjoy what goes on over in my sector, like, that could make somebody's day, bro. Like, you have no, like, it's like the stereotypical thing where like when some fuck shit happens, everybody's on Twitter like, yo, you gotta tell your loved ones you love them, bro, like, before it's too late, all that dumb shit. Like, it's the same shit for that, bro. Like, you never know how much that's gonna mean to somebody. And like, I've had people hit me up like after I've just said like, yo, thanks, like after they said that they fucked with me, or like, you know, they'll at me on like their Instagram story bumping my shit, and I'll share it, and they'll be like, oh my god, like I didn't think you'd even look at this. And I'm like, what do you mean? like I'm just a man, bro. You know, like I appreciate that shit, and I want to show people that I appreciate it.
Bet. Yeah, that Beatdown literally said the same thing too. So y'all, like I said before, like I've had like 2 special guests like for these podcasts, and they all said the same thing. I'm just a dude, you know, that gets to do their thing. So
Exactly.
shout out to that. It just shows how humble y'all motherfuckers can be, because there are some that's just like, yeah, I know I'm the shit. I'm like, all right, relax, calm down there.
Well, I mean, like I've been known that, so like I don't have anything to prove as far as that goes. Like I already know that I got my shit popping, and I already know that, you know, I do shit better than a lot of other people, but like that's what makes it so much special to me, like so much more special to me, because like, you know, if I'm gonna hold myself at that regard, I'm gonna treat my fans the same way, because like they're here for the ride too. Like it literally would not be happening and not be possible without everybody else. It's like a collective effort. So like, you know, when I get a dub, the first thing I want to do is go to Twitter and celebrate that dub with everybody else.
And
You
then
know, like
that's when we need to go. No, we got a dub.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like a dub for me is a dub for all the people that I support, you know, through the money that I make, and through all the people that I help with their music, and then all my fans who help me. Like it's a collective dub, bro. It's a team player ass dub.
Hell yeah. Well, with that being said, Peso, thank you so much for being on this podcast, man. This shit means a lot.
Hey man, do what I do, man.
Hell yeah. Everybody, listen to Peso's music. I'm gonna put the Spotify, the SoundCloud, everything down below. Follow him on Twitch. Subscribe to him on Twitch. Shit, subscribe to me on Twitch, because y'all be lacking on that.
Yup. Talk to him.
Hit him with the I've been shooting for 5 minutes and have not gotten a sub, or don't know what the fuck. Nah. But before we end this off, we need to know best verse of 2020. It has to be, in my opinion, the motherfucking Phasmagoria Midoriya Euphoria.
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh, fucking Euphoria Midoriya 2020. Let's go. No.
That shit. I mean, that shit did cause quite the impact.
Oh man, anime rapping at its finest, man. You part of that train. Ride the tracks, bro. Ride them tracks.
Bruh, hell no. I hate that shit. That shit is, I mean, and like the thing is like, unlike somebody that I know, you know, I have my motto in life is like, you can have an opinion about whatever you want, bro. But I feel like the one thing you could never hate on, just because it makes no sense to hate on it, is the acquisition of the bag. Like, it's like those salty ass simps who be hating on bitches who make bread from OnlyFans. It's like, bro, it doesn't matter if you agree in theory or in concept with how they obtain the bag. They have the bag. Like, you can do nothing but respect that. Like, it doesn't matter how you get to it. Like, I know homies selling drugs, bro. Like, hello? Like, would I do that? No. Would I be into that lifestyle? No. But if you're getting the bag and, like, you know, you're living respectfully and you live by what you say, who am I to judge you?
Facts.
You feel me? Like, the bag is the bag, bro. And like a lot of people don't get that shit, bro.
Like, I made the comment on Kez's Twitter, because I was like, he rapped on this cipher and he made some money and he got some views and subs over it. Like, either way, a bag is a bag. And somebody replied, I guess it's like a producer, and was like, you obviously have never gotten a bag before. And I commented, I was like, I have not. I was like, I make shitty content on YouTube and I'm content with them. I'm like, but either way, he got views, he got likes, he got subs. he's getting a bag regardless. Like, yes, Shofu and all of y'all said some stuff on stream, on live, which gave that dude more traction, which made people click on his videos. Either way, he's still getting the numbers regardless, whether they're positive or negative. Yeah, he deleted some of his stuff on there because y'all very straightforward with what y'all say. But now he knows. And now the community knows.
Yeah, I mean, like, bruh, we talked about it heavy back when Redacted tweeted about all that dumb shit and got himself into that mess.
Yes.
But it's like, bro, like, do you think I like anime rap? I think that shit is low diff as fuck too sometimes. But the thing is that, like, you can have that opinion without talking about their bag, bro, because now you're about to get flexed on.
Facts.
Because I know your bag, and if your bag, like, it's like the stereotypical, like, pack of lions, bro, or whatever the fuck a group of lions is called. It's like whichever lion is the biggest is going to lead the pack.
Facts.
And, like, whether or not you agree with who is in charge, if you don't have the juice, you don't got the sauce, the pepper, then, like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? It doesn't matter how good I know you are or how good your fans know you are. If they're making more bread than you, don't ever bring up bread because you're about to get embarrassed.
Don't bring up bread, and then definitely don't bring up bread after you've complained about your living situation 4 tweets prior.
Yeah.
You can't be like, man, I can't wait to do such and such, and then be like, yeah, but you broke as fuck. And nigga, so are you? You just told us. It's just like, I guess broke recognized broke at that point.
Yeah, bruh. I mean, like, it's like, bruh. Like, you could have the most fire shoes on, bro. I could pull up to the function with some crazy shit, but, like, and then I'm going to look at somebody else and be like, hey, yo, your shoes whack as shit, bro. Oh, them shoes, bro, you ain't even style them shits right. Like, you know, your shit don't even look right. And then they look back at me, and even though I'm wearing the most expensive shoes at the function, my shoelaces are untied. And they're like, yo, but what about your? And they're like, but bro, what about your shoelaces? And then it's like, bro, I don't know how to tie my shoelaces. So then why are you in the conversation in the first place? You over here talking about shoes, you can't even tie them shits. Like it's just like you gotta know your role, bro.
Fact.
Like, and it's not even like you gotta submit to people either. It's just like why bring yourself unnecessary drama, and like why talk about some shit that you don't even have figured out all the way. Now you just sound like a hater. Don't ever be a hater, bro. Don't get caught hating.
Don't call
That shit is.
Don't get caught hating.
That shit is unfortunate, bro.
Well, with that being said, once again, thank you so much. Everybody go follow his shit. Everybody go support the boy. I'm DJ PRS, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Hey! You feel me? Hey! You already know, man. Thanks for watching. If you like that shit, you fucked with that shit, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. We motherfucking lit. If you like the music you heard in the intro and the outros, that's me. Links to my Spotify will be in the description along with everything else. Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit banging.
Oh my god, I can't believe you said those things about me, yeah. Those things about me, yeah.